Okay, here we go. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 2. Why is my screen not showing what I needed to? Okay, there we go. All right, cool. All right, so let's grab this. So I'm gonna try to do a speed run. I keep trying to do speed runs, and I always fail because I take forever. So we've got these two outfits. So this might be a really good situation. I'm gonna go ahead and download this. This is from this person. Make sure they get credit. Neko Pixel. So it's up. You're trying to download is no longer available. Damn it. All right. Never mind. So first step is busted. All right. What else do we got here? What do we want to work with? Some rival stuff. I don't want anything with too much frill. I don't want to go into any lacrosse physics or anything. Just want to get a basic. What about the Marvel Rivals Mantis gear? All right. Let's see. Is this available for us to use? There's two of these. Okay. So let's go with this one. Log and adult. Yeah, I'm 18. And what? Can I just download it? I need access. Yeah, you suck. I can grab them from Marvel Rivals if I want to, but I don't feel like doing that right now. I might though, because I like that fit, so I'll do that later probably. Okay, let's find. Is there somebody else? What is this? First Descendant pack. Is this gonna be something I can download, or do I gotta be part of something? I don't know. We'll see. All right, all outfits for Bunny. All right, cool. So let's download this. We'll see how it works. All right, so while that's downloading, let's grab our Blender file. And I'm going to make these with a common setup. So I'll be using the MSL PRP setup. It'll be good there. Everything takes forever. Come on, you're messing up my time, systems. All right, that's downloaded. So we'll save this into our drive here. Model art. Save. I already have that. Okay, cool. I guess I didn't. Whatever. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and extract it. Sure. So I guess I already grabbed this, which is whatever, but that's fine. I don't keep track of anything. I just do stuff. All right, so Bunny. So let's find our Bunny folder. Bunny all outfits. All right, we got all these different things. Let's go back to here and see if I can get an idea of what the outfits are. All these different ones. Let's get this nun looking thing. Or the prisoner fit. Yeah, let's go with the prisoner fit. I think that's what I'll work with. Okay, cool. So where's that? Main outfit. Twisted Whispers. Sprinter. Academy Cadet. Classic Maid. I have no idea which one is which. I'll see. Maybe I can tell from the textures. Oh, look at that. There we go. This one. That works. Okay, so let's grab the FBX. All right, so we'll set that here for a second. Here we are. I'm going to go ahead and set this up. So I'm just going to go to my asset browser, grab a female body. I'm going to grab this one with no shapes to it. It's just the basic body. Set it to 0. Bam, there we go. Nice. All right, so that's that. Let's go back to our folder. Let's grab this and drop it in. All right, there we go. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and hide this body for a second. And so what I want to do is want to keep. I can't use all of this. This is too crazy, right? It's too crazy. So let's isolate the bones that I want to use. I'm not going to be using this head at all, but for now I keep it. But I got to figure out what's going on. So let's go ahead and change this so that we can see the bones up front. And now what I like to do is I'll go into pose mode and I'm going to look for the bones that move stuff, right? So I want the shoulder bone. And before I do all that, I'm going to go and select everything and assign it to a group. And I'll make a new group. and start assigning this stuff, right? So this will get assigned, this will get assigned, that one. I'll look at the hand in a second. It's so messy, right? I don't want to work with all this stuff. This will be assigned. I need that shoulder assigned. So you're looking for the shoulder. Oops, not that one. There we go. Sign. Okay. This is all kind of crazy. So many bones here. Do I need that one? Oh, what is this? It's like the main one. I'm just going to hide it. All right, where's your chest torso bones? All right, there's one. Grab that one. Got here. Oh, that looks like one. We'll grab that. Assign it. It's already for the flexion. Cool, cool. What's this? That's nothing. That's nothing. What is this? It's nothing. Should be a hip bone somewhere in this mix. I think it's sideways. Yep, there it is. It's the pelvis. We'll grab that. All right, so for the legs. So this one. I don't know how the weights are done with this one. I don't like it, but I think that's the bone I need. So we'll sign that one. This one. Sign that one. Let's find our knee. Sign that. This one. Sign that. Let's find our foot bone somewhere down here. Oh my God, so many. Why are there so many bones on this foot? Where is our foot? Is this little thing? Oh. Foot. Okay, so that's a toe, which I'll grab that for now. Where is... There we go, that's what I need. Side. Alright, let's grab the other side. So, that. Nope. There we go. Side, and then where's our toe? It's our toe. Okay, cool. That should cover most of them. Do I have any more upper spine bones? I don't really see any. And I could grab the neck bone. But as you see, it's not really messing with the outfit too much, so I really don't care. All right. So that's going to give us most of those. And then I'll need to get the hand bones. And really, I'm just looking for the main hand bone, which is that one. Side. Oops. Yeah, Control Z, because I think I got too many bones. I just want that one, the side. And we'll grab, where's your other hand? All right, this should do. There we go. All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and clear all the transforms from that. Nice. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select those bones, hit Control I, hide the rest, right? So now I just have these bones visible. And it's always, I always hate when like the bones aren't the same on both sides. Like, I don't know who set this one up, but whatever. We'll work with it. All right, cool. What I can also do is go into the bone collection here. Go to viewport display those bones and then change the color to like red, right? And then it only clicks on the active one, so then you say copy to selected, which should be here somewhere. Oh, now they're all red. So those are all the bones that I want to work with. Nice. All right, so now that we have our bones set, I want to go ahead and pose my character. So we'll go back into here. We'll go back into pose mode. Let's find our hip bone. And I usually start in wireframe. And I want to make sure the crotches line up. Right. Usually I'll just try to line them up like that. If they line up, the easier it is for me later. It's usually how I look at it. Chest and stuff is usually pretty decent. It's usually not too much that I have to work with. Let's see. So I want to start playing with like, what do I want to change in scale, right? So let's scale. I'll scale this up generically. I'm really just trying to get the body to kind of fill it in, kind of like where this one is. Now we can see that, oops, see that these arms, not really in the spot they want to be in, but they're not too far off either. But the big thing with arms and stuff is, uh, are the shoulders going to match? So usually I'll just pull the shoulders in manually. Just grab both shoulders, pull them in so that they match. And then you want to like go back out and see like, does it still work? Is it still looking good? And if it is, then you're good. If I turn on X mirror and it doesn't move the other side, then I'm dealing with a naming issue. So there's no point turning that on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now pose this, right? So it covers the bulk of that. Take a look at this and then just round it to negative 15.5. And then I'll grab this. And I use R from like these orthographic sites just so that I can see it. But hold up. So we hit R, move it. And now this one's going to be, I think, negative 15.5. Pause there. There we go. Do the same thing here. I really want to try to get the wrist in the right spot. So I think I can just do 12. That's right. We'll see. It's 11.5. It's negative 11. All right. Now I need to rotate it so that it's matching up better. So I usually switch to normal. So I can rotate it and then that. That looks pretty good. This is what, negative 9, maybe? Yep, that works. And then this side. Side's there. Negative. That's just not working out right. What am I doing? Hold on. Gotta go back. It's RZ. Right. So redo this part. So I'm gonna move this down to 11.5. Clear that one again. This one to negative 11.5. Okay. Top. Got on the Z. This one I should be able to do the same thing. Z. Good, like that. So there's definitely some differences between these hands I'll have to kind of work with, but I'll do that last. Legs, positions, say. All right. Middle of feet. So I'm going to tilt. Well, let's make sure these are in line first. So this one looks good. For these ones, I should be able to select both of them. And then rotate along the Z. So we'll just move this over a little bit. Same thing here. match where they need to be. And let's scale them along the Y. I'm going to make sure they're set to individual. Just going to pull them up a little bit. Just get the ankle bone. Same spot. Oops. I'm just going to straighten this out. Same with Okay, cool. So the majority of the body is posed. Now I could save this pose in case like another version of this model works. So I think I will do that, at least for this initial pose. So I'm gonna just say current file. I'm gonna grab all of these and just create pose. Just be like a bunny. Sure. Now, I might be able to use any of the ones, I might not, I don't know. But at least I have it in case. It's good. Right. Yeah. So if we alright, so the goal right now is to get the hands in order. I think everything else is gonna work out pretty well. So the way I handled that is first going to hit A, Control A, all transforms. Oops. Why did that happen? I don't want that to happen. I want it to move. So how can I fix that? Let's see, let's convert this one to mesh. Control A, all transforms. Oh, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Okay, I just did it again. It looks like it worked. Oops. Try it, all transforms. Control A, control changes. Why is it going? I don't know why it's going up like that. It's really pissing me off. Why are you doing that? Not sure why it's doing that. It shouldn't be doing that, but let's see. Maybe I gotta have all this available. Control Alt Transform. Stop that still working. Let's see this. Turn on this piece. What was the second piece here? Oh, that's her head. I can delete that. I don't need that. This piece. If I apply that. Okay. And now Control Alt Transform still moves up. Let's go into here and apply as rest pose. And Control Alt Transforms. Okay, now that works. Cool. All I really want is just to be able to unparent this girl. Yeah, and have it not move. All right, now I can delete that. Okay, cool. So now I've got my stuff matched up most of the way, right? So that's looking pretty good, but I need to get the hands. Hands suck. So let's get these hands working. All right, so back to female mesh. So I have this meta rig here. I can actually bring it in. There it goes. Nice. And I'm going to set this up. But first things first, I want to make a quick edit to this. Oops. I want to make a quick edit to this one because for whatever reason, when I built this, I didn't bring these hand bones all the way down. I've found a lot better results when I do. So I'm going to turn on snapping into volume. And set this like this, set this like this, set this like this, like that. Set this there. All right, perfect. Okay, and I'm gonna call this one source. And I'm gonna create a new one. We'll call this one destination. That that like this. Okay, so what I want with this one is I just want to like mini rig it. I don't care about the other stuff. I just want this part here. So this part, I'm gonna make sure it's centered right there in that bone. Now for the hands, it can get a little bit tricky, especially when there's like other stuff going on around here. Oh. Hello?
I need to ask Mama if I can take a shower tonight. She's been asleep all day.
All right, I
Can you
will.
give me minutes to come downstairs?
Yeah, you gotta give me a minute though.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So, I'm gonna move. Let's turn this off for a second. Move this stuff down here. And just gonna get it kind of out of the way. Right now, we need to turn this back on. We want to show position stuff right in the middle there. Okay, so we're running into an issue, so set it to center. So that fixes it. Nope. Okay, so what I'm going to do real quick is go to here, and I'm going to select this hand. We're going to separate that selection. All right, so I'm going to hide this part right now, and now I should be able to line this up a lot easier. So, okay, there we go. It's lining up. Nice. Turn this off. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm just going to line these into palm where they normally would go. So line up these. My view's getting cut off, so I'm going to make my view scope smaller. Zoom in doesn't happen. And now I'm going to use that same technique to kind of line up the fingers. Just do it really rough at first. Just want them kind of like. Oops. And I'm just hitting G to move the fingers to their spot. All right. So now that they're there, now I just want to kind of look at that. And I'm really just trying to make sure this is like right in the spots where it's supposed to be. Your knuckle is usually like right past. It's like this section right here. And then the bend of the knuckle is kind of be kind of up to. Sometimes you'll get some really easy tells based on the topology. The times you just gotta just figure it out. I guess the straighter you get it, the better. Um, for the next part for lining things up. I mean, you can always adjust it later, but the more you get up front, better. And the goal is to have it like right there in the middle of the fingers. Now this one looks a little bit disproportionate. His fingers seem extra long for some reason. But hopefully it works out. So I think that should work. Then you want to double check on this side. Okay, that's looking like it matches. Okay, cool. Nice. All right, so um, for the most part, everything matches up, and these hands kind of like just stick into the other ones or into the rest of the body piece. So I don't even need to. So what I'm going to do in this case is just to make it easier on myself. Let me just save this as 1D1. Sorry. So to make it easier on myself, I'm going to keep that hidden, and I'm going to control it, transforms. I'm going to go ahead and weight this to this one with a simple parent automatic weights. Okay, and now I should be able to move these around like these wrists, right? The real fun is I want to match those to this rig, right? So I'm not going to do any new weights, but I am going to grab this source, right? And so I want these two to work. So I create a tool that helps him with that. So I'm going to use that tool right now. So I think it's in mesh tools. Yep. So I'll set this as my source. I'll set this as my destination. I'm going to select my destination real quick, and I'm going to apply this. And then I'm going to set that. And then it's going to go spike about a bunch of times. And it's going to do some magic and move that hand so that it matches up with the second hand. Right? Now, ultimately, it needs to match up with this. So let's go ahead and hide these. Oops, hide that. Hide these rigs a little bit and see, does it still match up? Does it look crazy? But what is all this? I don't know what this is. What is this floaty shit? So it definitely moved the hands back, but I think I might need to make an adjustment. So I'm going to go back into the destination one, right? Hit pose. I can hit clear. Look, it just clears it back to where it was. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can just do it with the weights together. So we're going to join it back together. And now we'll put the whole thing on here, see if it'll behave. Parent automatic weights. It says, no, I don't like you. So the first thing I usually test out when I'm doing this is I'll go into edit mode, select everything, select loops, boundary loops, right? There's a lot of floating pieces on this mesh for some reason. I'm thinking this piece is not even like real. I don't know what all these floating things are. I have to get rid of them. But I'm going to go to clean up, merge, not merge by distance, select loops. Okay, yeah. Selects everything. Loops. Clean up, merge by distance. Okay. All right. Now, all these floaty things I don't like. I'm going to see if I can clean those up by delete loose. and it doesn't get rid of all of them. So I might have to go in and do some manual cleanup. And really, I just want all of this stuff. I don't even know. I don't know what these little floaty things are. Really annoying me though. See if they are something. Let's see, can I click on them? Nope, they're just. Okay. So I think they're only on this thing, whatever this is. So try hide. So here we go. So I'm gonna eat all of those. I think I've got most of them. Let's get out of here. What are you? Hey, oh man, what is the time? Okay, I think that should count. All right, I'm not seeing any extra floaty things around, so that's a positive situation. I don't know what this is either. I don't think this outer piece is anything of value. It looks too simple. So I'm just gonna eat it. I feel like it's like an effect or something, which I'm not gonna be utilizing. Okay, cool. And also this is this the I don't know where it is. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Yep. All right, so save. Okay, but I also want to see if this will work again. That one. This one. So we'll try this. Parent automatic weights. And looks like it might work this time. Okay, it worked. Cool. But I always look for drifters. So drifters are, yep, see, look, we got drifters. So drifters, so we're going to go ahead and move these arms up. All right. Click on the body, but I don't know. I'm going to get these guys. So I'm going to turn this off so we can see it. This and this, and we're going to separate selection. All right, cool. Now, change our pose back to normal. And I want to take these weights and I want to put them on here. All right, so I'm going to transfer here's face by name. Good. That way, whenever I move this, it all works together. So, all right, cool. So now when I do my adjustment here, that's already set up, it should take into consideration the entire arm. All right, so there we go, there we go. And there we go. It looks the way it's supposed to. Right, and it matches with the Tekken body. So it seems like a lot of steps, but as the most clear-cut way that I found to do the hands to make everything good. All right, how far are we in? That's 35 minutes. Way too long. Damn it. I wanted to do this in under an hour, but you know, you caught up a little bit. All right, so let's move on to the next section. So got our body, we've got this. Let's get the weights transferred over. So this particular one has all the weights for the MSL and the PRP on this single mesh. So all I have to do is transfer it over. I'm going to go ahead and join this back to one piece. Join. All right. Now I'm just going to take these weights and apply them here. So weight transfer. Should work. Oh, so I went and cleared from the parent, which I don't want to do. I need to go ahead and apply this setup first. So we're going to go ahead and apply that. And then I'm going to clear from the parent. So I can get rid of these destination bones. Get rid of these bones here. Actually, we're going to hold on. We're going to hold on to both of these sets of bones in case I want to use them later. Say bones. Or hide them. All right, cool. And I'm going to redo the weights real quick. Transfer. Did I do it the right way? Yeah, I did. Hopefully I did. If I didn't, it's an easy fix. Okay, so in my thing, I also have a full body MSL. So we want to see if this actually works. So we'll set that at 0. Go ahead and parent this to that. Parent, which deform. There we go. If I go in now, move around, it moves. Yay. Let me turn that off. So that after that. There we go. Oops. For a second. There we go. Alright, cool. And if it looks like this, that's fine. That's all taken care of in the game when they use their special animation stuff. So you don't ever see anything like that in the actual game. So that is looking solid with regard to the initial setup. Save. Okay, so let's take a look at textures. This one can usually take a little bit of time. I don't like this process. But here we go. Let's see what we're working with. I don't know how many textures we have. So there's only 3 textures on here. So let's take a look at what we're working with. I usually separate them visually if I can. So I'll turn off the nodes, set it to a color. Grab this one, turn off the node, set it to a color. Grab this one, turn off the node, set it to a color. And you'll notice now they each have different parts. So the flesh parts, I'm probably not even going to be using. I'm going to use the actual Tekken body for that, right? I don't need, there's no point, right? Because I want this on multiple characters, and so I want it to be able to change. So that's what I'm going to do for that one. Let's see. So to start off, I'm just going to go ahead and just yeet that out of here. Goodbye. Usually I do faces, so faces, that's gone. All right, so I just have 2. Go ahead and remove that. It's just those 2. I'm going to look at the UVs and see if this is all on one or not. So I can select the UV editor, and it is all over the place. It's fine though. So there's definitely 2 separate ones. So that's fine as well. I'm going to go ahead and go back into edit mode, and I'm just going to separate by material. It's just going to make it easier when I bake. So, all right, cool. Let's get the skin working. Okay, so here's our girl, right? And we need to fit her into her clothing. So really, it's only hands, neck, and whatever. The hand, the neck part is kind of like you don't really want to mess with the neck part too much. As for like the hands and everything else, feel free to do as you see fit. And then you decide whether you're going to be moving the body or the uh, the mesh. So in this case, what I'm probably going to do is for the upper body here, because it's so far away from her right there, I have plenty of room to kind of move that into place. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use sculpt mode. You got to be careful with sculpt mode because you can break your mesh. So you want to try to be a little bit delicate with it. I set it to mirror on both sides. I usually turn the strength down so it's more gradual. And I'm just going to try to nudge these pieces up. Now, I know that it's not really, it doesn't need to be uh, super flush to the body, but I'm going to get it kind of close. And then the parts like here, I really don't care about too much either. I just want to make sure that uh, that I can hide it because I can just kind of like just delete the body underneath of these parts so they're not visible. For the waist, I was the waist. I could bring it out to match the Tekken proportions, or I could use the descendant proportions. And so we'll use the descendant style. We'll use the descendant as the base for this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this in here. If I want, I can bring back. Oh, I think I deleted it already, but I could have brought it in if I wanted to kind of see what shape I was working with. But it seems like it's pretty easy to tuck in the body in. Should be too hard. Cool. All right. If I want to make it more exaggerated, I could. Oh, we got some crazy exaggeration. Doesn't matter. It's not super crazy, but it's crazy. Okay, cool. All right. So, but we're not going to be using all of these pieces. So what I'll do next is we'll go to here, go to edit mode. Oops, not to that one. To here, edit mode. Right? And we don't want X-ray for this one. Just want seal on space. And I'm just going to select parts that are visible. And I want to kind of look in there to see if there's at some crazy angle, or you're going to be able to see like a hole. I hate when I see holes in mesh. Super annoying to me. And then the only other part is going to be up here. Be a little bit messy. Take the whole hand. Spare again. Okay, so I'll isolate this section here. Now I'm just going to clean up these selections. Let's So, wait, why are their hands missing? Oh, because I think, what? Hold on, why they have moving. Figure that out in a second. I mean, this part doesn't even need to be clean or anything. It's just reference. Oh, what was the face? What does it look like there? I'm not sure. Looks like I did something there that I wasn't supposed to. Um, oh yeah, I'm not sure what happened up there. So, I'm gonna hit Control I. Where are the hands? Where the hands go? When did I get rid of her hands? Oh, it's so annoying. I'm gonna close the bus stop, so hopefully I can get back to her hands. No, her hands are just gone. I was moving too fast. Okay, so let's see. Did I create any backups? I want her hands back. I'm not sure what the fastest way to do that is. And I don't know why this body is looking all crazy. So I'm gonna yeet this body real quick. And you know what? I'm just gonna yeet all of it real quick. And we're just gonna see if the things I already put in here are actually gonna work. I don't know. It's probably a bit harsh to do it like that, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay. So there's this, right? And then if I go into pose mode, hopefully I can go into here and I can go to asset browser and then current file. Wait, where user library? I know I saved it. I know I saved it. Oh, here it is. Body initial. Okay. Okay. I think that's right. I think. So if I go back to here and grab this, right? And she has no hands. Oh, right. One of the things I have to work on is I don't know why this does this all the time, but I set it to append. That way I get the like this is some weird linking thing sometimes. All right, so let's go here. So, and I think look, everything's matching up, so that was a good call to save that. All right, notice. So let's hide that for a second. Let's see, what do I do to make this work? So this needs this head I can get rid of. This, I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. But we'll transfer, so we don't want that again. So we're gonna go to here, pose mode, apply as a rest pose. Now control all transforms. Perfect. And clear parent. I can eat this insane mess of bones and stuff. Alright, now let's see if this other part works. So we'll open this up. And okay, so the destination bones should be able to go here into pose mode, clear the pose, and look at that, they're back where they're supposed to be. Nice. So now I should be able to add the weights. Well, I think I have to sanitize this thing first. So we're going to here, we're going to select loops, boundary loops. Oh, we got those stupid little pieces on here again. Clean up, merge by distance. I don't know what these little things are. They annoy me though. But clean those up again. Find them. Hey. Select. Side these both. Alright, but that worked out really well. Because I do not have to do all that stuff that I just did. And I might be able to quickly apply this to the other models. You know what I mean? I haven't tested it. I'll have to test it. Okay. Alright, I think that gets rid of all those little extra things. Experts. There we go. Alright, cool. So there's that. Save. What am I doing next? So next, what I want to do. Oh, did I? I think I have to. Yeah, let's do this. So let's try again. Parent automatic weights. All right, I'm still running into an issue. Interesting. Not sure why though. So it worked fine the other time. Now it doesn't want to work. Wish it told you exactly why. It's just saying bone heat is missing for one or more parts. All right, so sometimes if we let's try breaking it down there. So we're going to here and we'll separate by materials. Let's see. Is this all right? So let's get rid of that completely because I don't want that. And then this whole upper body part, we do want to add to this one. So we're going to join that one again. And now let's see if just the upper body will work with us. Okay, the upper body works. So that's fine. That is good enough. Because all I really want to do is affect this hand. So, got that. So I should be able to just smack this a bunch of times and golden. But I feel like something changed too drastically here. Yeah, I don't know. Something just isn't. Oh, okay. We also have that issue. All right. So let's go ahead and do this, and then do the. We're gonna do this and this, right? And then we're gonna go into edit mode, grab these pieces. I think that was the problem I was running into. It's off. So I'm gonna go ahead and separate those. Okay. Okay. All right. So second. So this I want to give width to that. Base name. Okay, so now when I move this stuff, there we go. And then ideally, if I apply that pose thingy again, yeah, it doesn't look nearly as crazy. Now it looks like this is a little floating piece somehow. I don't know what's going on with this. Oh, I don't know how necessary it is either. What is that? Is that a floaty thing? What? Why are there still floaty things? How are you still here? Let's look at pixels. View. I'm going to get rid of. And do I have it on the other side? I do. And what? There's another thing. What is that? What in the? All right. I don't know what this is. It's like a little button. I'm going to get rid of it. I don't feel like. Wait, wait, wait. Delete that. Yeah. What? Okay. All right. So that's all working out. Nice. So we're going to put this back together. Join one piece. Um. Oh, what is this little piece down here? What are you doing? Get out of here. Okay. There we go. Damn. I hate this. How much time is it? It's already an hour. I can't. It's impossible for me to break the hour limit. I think 2.5 hours is usually about what it takes. Okay. But we're doing solid. Really solid. Yeah. So where we at? All right. So I've got the mesh, and I've got all the mesh pieces are good. Um, good shader. We can start looking at the materials. Um, oh, let's do the body part again. So it's just a little bit of practice, I guess. Uh, and I don't wanna lose the hands this time. So I'm gonna just grab the hands and separate them. And you know what's stupid? I didn't even need to do the. I wasn't even thinking. I didn't even need to do. I'm not even using the hands, so I didn't even need that section at all. So because I'm rushing through it, I'm not really thinking about it. But yeah, that was kind of stupid on my part. Actually, we're gonna give. Oh, we're gonna grab your arm. So all of this. Just Shift D. Separate. Yeah, I didn't even need to do the body. You know what I mean? It's crazy. That's what it is, though. Alright. Just want to see. Let's get it more easier. So I'm just going to use sculpt for this. Just do like I did before. Oops. Well, what is going on? Oh, I've got another body. Well, yep. Right. Oh, the other thing I want to do is for this one, just want to get rid of all that. So it's gone. What am I even doing? You know what? I'm going to get rid of this extra body here, and I'll bring it back later. It's just confusing me. Right. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and just. So these parts. Let's do the arm. So I'm going to just. Oops, slice it off. Okay, keep that much of the arm intact. So let's get that selection. So I have that. Let's take a look at the belly portion. Selection. All right, and then up here, I'm not sure if I moved anything around. I'm gonna go ahead and should be able to just delete that. Okay, so I've got belly and the hands. Right, so you say belly, the hands. So we're going to hide both of those. I'm going to go ahead and grab a fresh body. 0. And okay, with this one, I also need to make sure adjust this on this top. So let me grab this. Oops. Shorts. I don't know what I did to the face before I like took off all chunks of her face. No. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and face. Okay, so all right, yeah, no, that's fine. Mess it up. Hello.
Been gone like 6 minutes.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
What's yawning?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Alright, see you in 6 minutes.
okay.
Bye.
Bye. Damn. All right. I'm gonna have to leave. Sucks. All right, let's see. I should make that go like that. Leave. I'm not sure where this part ends, so I'm gonna keep it. All right, cool. Yeah. All right, so we'll go ahead and hit Shifty. Super slash. This part. Select UV. Right. Control I. X faces. All right, so these are my parts that I want to keep. So the neck. So neck, belly, and this. It's all you go together. So let's go ahead and join them together. And join. And we'll just call this one skin. And call this one first. Call this one. All right. There we go. I do have to fix that. And I'll have to fix. That's nothing. That's oh wait. Yeah, I should fix that. Let's fix this part. Just tucking this in. It shouldn't be an issue. Hopefully it's not an issue. Because I made some changes to it, we'll have to apply the overall weights to the skin weights. So do that. It's good. Cool. All right, nice. All right, so that was a little bit bumpy. Had to do some rework, which is always annoying, but you know, happens. Once you got a plan, you're good to go. This is the texture section now. So I wanted to get this all done. It's already been an hour, and I didn't want this to go past an hour because I have shit to go do. But yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to this one. Oh, that sucks. Or maybe not. Let's see. Let's see how fast. At least if I can get the Blender portion done, that'll be fine. Shader editor. It's not shader editor. We need to go to file browser. Shit, which one was this? I don't even know what it was called. Is there a name to it? I think I did delete the name. About material names. What is this? Oh. Main outfit? Nope, it's not that one. It's not that one. Not. Is it? Shouldn't be body scan. Oh, it is body scan. Okay, whatever. But let's see what we're working with. So it looks like we got just two. We're not really too heavy here. Let's see. I mean, shape. Pants. So probably this one. Looks like it has a ID map or something. So we're gonna stop for a second. All our colors. Okay, so that looks like it matches up. So that's a positive. Let's assume this one is the same. It is. Nice. But this will get closer to here instead. So this is probably this one. Let's turn that back to his nose. What? What was it? Oh, let's do this. Remove unused. There we go. So it's up here. Alright. And then most likely this one. It's here. It's an odd color. Yep, that's looking right. This one. It's an odd color as well. Oh, but we actually have to turn it on. There we go. All right. All right. I don't know what these other ones are. I think this is a This is a, what's it called? I don't know what to say off the top of my head. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I don't know what this is. Is it a, okay, so it doesn't look like it's just, it looks like a D map. Alright, so it definitely looks like an ID map. So I'm gonna go ahead and that's all I want to put in there. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so we've got some colors. Change this to channel packed. And let's take a little more word one. So we got red. Green. Okay. Got blue. Ugh, these are annoying. This might be an RGB one though. Yeah, I think this is an RGB map. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Might have to make the IDs myself. Which sucks. But I can get a general idea. So, let's see, separate. Alright, so we've got this base. So I say Mexico. This will go into here. So we've got this base. I'm gonna call this one red, right? And then we'll do it again. This one will be green. So maybe green. Okay. Do it again. See, I don't like that. It creates that weird shit. You know what I mean? That weird in between stuff. So I think I'll keep that to that. But I do have to figure out what I'm going to do with this red stuff. And then what the hell is that? I'm thinking that's more emissive shit that I'm not going to actually use. Yeah, I don't like that. It's annoying. Let's see. Then if I want to use the other sections, I'm going to use math and shit. So it'll be like subtract, right? You'll say red, right? Minus green. Alright, damn it. Alright, I gotta stop. I'm back to this. Oh, but okay, cool. So that's the initial setup for this one. And I'll have to come back a little bit and finish this up. So I gotta go. Speedrun once again, thwarted by life. Wonderful.